Hiab's first quarter 2025 results have been published. Here I have our CEO, Scott Phillips, to discuss the quarter and the results. Firstly, Scott, Hiab became a standalone company 1st of April, and you started as a CEO. Any takeaways from the first month as a CEO?
Yeah, good morning, everybody, and thanks for the excellent question, Aki. First month, I guess my initial impressions are how inspiring to see the energy and engagement enthusiasm from our team Hiab colleagues from around the world. If you think about our frame the future challenge, the many videos that were done throughout the world in terms of what does this mean for you personally and your teams with which you work have been truly inspiring and amazing. And it's a great example of this passion and commitment that we have in our company that uniquely sets us apart. So that's my biggest takeaway from the first month so far.
Okay, and if you then take a look at the results, our orders received came slightly down 2% from the comparison period. What were the demand drivers in the quarter?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say, as we've been talking about now since Q4 of 22, we've been almost a broken record, right? Where our demand level has been at or around 375 million euros. So we came in at 378 versus the 386 last year. Of course, the demand picture looks quite different versus a year ago, where we had a nice increase in order intake in Europe, Middle East, Africa. We also had a nice 23% increase in the Asia Pacific region, but then we had this decrease in the Americas, of course, due to the delayed decision making on the part of our customers with this unclear trade tension situation. So overall, we're on a stable level in absolute figures. However, the level of uncertainty is higher than it was before.
Yeah, and the sales remained approximately at the comparison period's level at 411 million euros, but still we reached all-time high comparable operating profit margin of 16.0%. What were the drivers there?
Yeah, first of all, I'd have to say what a great job that Team Hiab and our network of partners from the supply base as well as our distribution partners did in converting our order book. So great job to deliver on the 411 million euros of revenues. In terms of the drivers behind the 16% comparable operating profit, strong execution, I'd say all across the board in each of the divisions. I think everyone had improvements in gross profit and gross margin. So great job to all of the team in that regard. Two key factors there. We do see in most of our locations a reduction in conversion cost with the nice work that's being done implementing our operational excellence strategy. And then similarly, great work, a collaborative team effort, if you will, between sourcing, supply chain, product management, R&D, and of course our amazing network of suppliers. And so those were the biggest contributors for the improved profitability.
And we saw during the quarter that the market environment turned increasingly volatile and uncertain. What would be the impact of the global trade tensions to Hiab and how we are able to cope with those?
Yeah, it's as the picture is so uncertain, I think we've got a couple of months where hopefully we see a level of stability and certainty. I think the biggest risk, if you will, in business is this issue of uncertainty and not knowing exactly how to quantify your planning for the future. So it's our hope that over the next 1 or 2 months, we get a bit more clarity in terms of the tariff impact into the future. Once we have that, then we'll know, what to do. And what I would say is if you think about our business and how we're positioned, starting with our employees first, customers next, people strategy, as we continue to execute on that strategy, we continue to increase our level of engagement, the passion and commitment to win. And that continues to serve us well in growing the services business and delivering superior customer experience. Then if you think about the way that we are designed or configured, we're in terms of make versus buy, we're quite asset light. So we have the ability to be fairly resilient in terms of upside and downside flexibility. The trick for us is to strike a good balance to be ready for both outcomes. And I think right now we are fairly well positioned, but again, more clarity hopefully is coming in the following quarter. And then if you think about our positioning in terms of growing through our segments, I like how we're positioned. We've got nice focus in waste and recycling. Martin and the team, as well as Barry and the team in truck mounted forklift, doing an excellent job in positioning us to grow through retail last mile as well. Construction, I think, is to come. There are a couple of factors I think that are going to drive that. We know about things are looking like they should take off in Germany at some point in time in the future. There's a rebuild, hopefully, in Ukraine coming with a negotiated peace settlement. And then, of course, you have defense logistics that we continue to see benefit from. And we continue to sign new dealers in North America that's enabling our growth through North American strategy. So I think we're as well positioned as anyone in our on-road load handling space to deal with whichever scenario plays out into the future.
And maybe finally, could you repeat our outlook for 2025?
Yeah, as we don't provide top-line guidance, we provide profitability guidance. So given the level of uncertainty, we'll stick to our guidance currently of 12% operating profit, and that for us establishes a floor, if you will. It gives us room to maneuver within this period of uncertainty. And we feel comfortable in knowing that we can live up to our promise. So we're well on track to deliver on that promise.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Aki, and thanks everybody.